Okay, guys. All right. Okay. So yes. Look, I wasn't ready meant to be on today. Like I said, I was gonna take a break from politics until next year. But after listening to the appearance of the president on ELBC, and after listening to the president, there was something that caught my attention, and is due to that. That's what I'm here today. Um, Many of you watched the interview, the interview of the president with ELBC, and the president said a lot of things. Okay, the president said a lot of things, and what drew my attention is when they're asking about a project that is a FOIA. Okay, um, and many of you knows that the public has been speculating about the project in FOIA, and we haven't gotten like a straight answer due to people uh, don't know what they're doing or due to their incompetency and stuff like that. So I just thought I should come and just just have a chat for a few minutes. Okay, probably half an hour. It's not gonna be for long. Okay, we're gonna be here for at least half an hour to 45 minutes. So let's talk about the president interview. Okay, so that's why we're gonna be talking about. I'm not gonna go outside of the president interview, and I just want to speak specifically about the questions about the project in FOIA. That's why I want to talk about. That's where my attention has been drawn. So let's get into it. All right, let's listen. This is a promotional platform, so we talk politics and at the same time we talk music. So we always do music on this platform. So let's go.
It trains on the beat.
Mobile more. Oh yeah, Liberian mentality is like a virus that flowing through the land. Liberian mentality is like a virus that flowing through the land. Let us stop it today to be Liberian. We are one people here. Stop the mentality, yeah. Mentality, Liberian mentality. Let's stop it today. Miss la musica, you better miss what you got. Miss la musica, you better miss la musica. Mentality, let's stop the mentality. Liberian mentality. Charity begin at home, and end in a brother. Oh yeah. Liberia will pay on Christian principle, but the reality is different. Stop it today. Sometimes when I look around, I can see the resources. I do not know what we're suffering for. So we say, don't nepotism. Some people will say it's corruption, but I can't let you know it's like a mentality. It's a special kind of virus that blow you through the land. We don't love ourselves, we love other people too. Change this mentality for Liberia to grow. Mentality, Liberia mentality. Let's change it today. I want to Ghana, the people play Ghana music. I want to Nigeria party, they play Nigeria music. I want to Salon party, they play Salon music. I came to Liberia party, they play foreign music. I even get them my music, they make all Liberia music. They turn my music down, inside Liberia, The place also follow music. Oh, yes, oh. Liberian mentality. Let's change it today. Let us start a pipe fighting. Let us start a segregation. Let us start fighting one another. Mentality. When Liberian see Liberian man,
I love this music, guys. I love this music.
Mentality. Liberian mentality. Let's change it today. Oh, mentality. Liberian mentality. It's like a virus, oh, that flowing through the land. Let us stop it today. To be Liberian. We are one people here. Stop the mentality. Yeah. I'll be them all.
It rains on the beat.
Yeah. Shout out to Obadiah Tokwa. Okay, that's my big bro right there. Shout out to you, Obi. You see, I love this music. There's something about this music that I love. And I love this music because I feel like we Liberian, we have a very strange mentality. The way we think, the way we behave, the way we talk, you know. I feel like people are like, oh, you guys are talking politics, you guys are not patriot. But nobody's more patriot than we are. We are in opposition, and our job as an opposition is to hold the government accountable. Now, like I said, I don't conduct myself in opposition, or I don't criticize the government destructively, but I'm always, constructive about how I criticize the government, because I know if the government succeed, Liberians succeed. If the government fail, then Liberians gonna go back again another few years. So I don't want the government to fail. At the same time, the government is failing itself. All right. So it's not like we opposition. We enjoy the government doing what it's doing. No, we don't have a choice. It's the government. The government is giving us a choice. The way they're conducting themselves, the way they're conducting governance, the way they are conducting our country is the reason why we come and speak on a matter that concern the Liberian people. Okay. And this is the thing many people don't understand. And the Unity Party people, they just can't move on with their life. Okay. If you see my title, it said, you talk fast when you're lying, but very slow when you're defending lies. So you talk fast when you are lying, but very, very slow when you are defending a lie. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, my people. All right. So please share the life with other people and share the life in every group that you're in. Let people come. Let's have a conversation. There's something that's happening, and the Liberian media, I don't know, is if the media is under threat in Liberia, or the media is just they just don't know their job. Okay, the president had an interview with ELBC, and the president said something very important, but the media is not running with this. The president said this thing, and that's it. Everyone forget about it. But you see, when we watch the video and we watch the interview, okay, so what the president said is very concerning. But we're gonna talk about it, guys. All right. So that's something we're gonna talk about. But let's go ahead and play another music. Okay. I want to play my boy ZD Brazy. Loda is on this one. It's called My Destiny Helper. So let's listen to this one.
My baby
say you were doing, I know say you were saying. What am I getting there for? I don't want nobody to see my car for. My baby no say I strap for. So I want you to say I for more. I need that person I will set it. I die with it, carry. I die if you ain't want no money. But what do you do you there? So I want you to set it. I want your blessing to tell somebody to help you. I want my career to tell you.
All right, guys. Look, I don't like to wait for people to turn up. Okay, I like to get into my conversation just the way it is, right? So I want to say thanks to every one of you. I can see 2 people watching me right now, and that's more than enough. Look, I want to say thanks to everybody. Those of you who's gonna see the video, who's gonna watch the video later on, I also want to say thanks to all of you. But do me a favor, while you watch your video, please like this. Please like the video. Share the video with other people. Okay, let other people understand what we are talking about, guys. Let me just say this before I even get into what I want to say. All right, we are saying, or we are talking, what we are talking. It's not because we hate the government. No, we don't hate the Liberian government, right? We don't hate the Liberian government, but we are saying something very important. Okay, and this has to be with the Liberian people. Okay, this has to be with the Liberian people. So this is what we are saying. If something is not going right in our country, it's our responsibility to talk about it. What's the point of having a platform if you ain't gonna say nothing? We have a platform to talk, to educate our people, okay, and also be there, encourage them, and motivate them. But if we have a platform and then we say something and we don't say nothing, like we just go, what, we're not doing justice for the citizen, right? So that's why we gotta talk on some of these things that we see, and don't blame us for what we talk. Don't blame us for what we see, because we see it. The way we see it is the way we gonna talk it, right? So I listen to many of you listen to the president. The president, the president was having fun at ELBC, and that's the comfort zone of the president. So I didn't expect the president to shy away from the interview, no, because that's the comfort zone of the president. The president at this point now, that president cannot go sit on the Spoon TV, no, because he won't be able to answer questions that is going to be coming. So the only comfort zone of that president is to go to ELBC, and there's nothing wrong with that, because ELBC is for the country, it's for the Liberian people. That's a national station, right? But you see, it's easier to lie, but defending lies is quite difficult. Okay, now if you lie today, tomorrow someone's gonna ask you the same questions, and your answer is gonna be different, because it's easy to tell lies, but very hard to defend it, especially when you say lies over and over about the same subject or about the same question. Then you start to contradict yourself, and the people start to catch you. This is what happening with our government. The project, the project in Lofa County, okay, to be precise, in Foya, we have had different press or press statement about the project that is ongoing in Foya. Now, Daniel Sando has said something different, or Rollins Guinea has said something different. The Minister of State has said something different. Kula Fofana has said something different. Now, what is more concerning is Kula Fofana. Kula Fofana is a mouthpiece of the president. Now, if a cooler come out and says something which is quite different from what the president said, that is contradicting, right? And then that's called for a concern. Daniel Sano came up, the deputy minister of information came up. He said something different. He said the project was for the MRU. And later on, people started asking him the tough questions. And Daniel Sano went back and he took his word. Okay? He took his word. He said that, oh, blah, blah, blah. Now, Roland Guinea said that the project in Lofa County have a security implication, whatever is this, right? At the same time, Kuda Fufana said the project in Lofa was a presidential property, right? Now, the president appeared on ELBC, and what the president said that the what the president said that journalists are not picking was when the president stated that that project in Lofa County in Foya, that project was initiated without his knowledge. Liberians, listen very carefully. The president of the Republic of Liberia said the construction that is ongoing in Foya, Lofa County, that construction was initiated without his knowledge. And if you are a smart person, you go ask yourself a question. If a president of a nation, a president of a country, doesn't have a single information of a specific building that is causing concern among the Liberians, and the president have no knowledge about it, then you ask yourself a question. Is the president in charge? Or who is running our country? Is the president in charge? That's the question as a smart Liberian, as a concerned Liberian will be asking. This which we are talking about a national television, a national radio, a president of the Republic of Liberia stated very clearly the project in Lofa County was initiated without his knowledge. But later on, when he get to know about it, and he said, even if he knew about the project in Lofa, he was not gonna give it concern. He was gonna say no to the project. But later on, after he came after it came to his attention, my bad, after it came to his attention, he did not say no, I don't want such a project, because such a project, the Liberian people need to know about it. The Liberian people are going to ask too many questions. They're going to ask about the bidding process, the procurement process, the funding, the blueprint, and so many more. The Liberian people are going to ask so many questions. So, but the president did not even look at all of this. He said, okay, yes, and he's accepted the project. Now, isn't that concerning, Liberians? Isn't that concerning? You have a president that does not have any knowledge of a specific building that is going on in his own hometown, in his own county. And Liberians have been speculating about such a building, and too many press statement has come out of this government, and nothing is true. Now, the president said the building is for peace. Why is Liberia a war? I don't know. Like, for those of you who live in Liberia, is Liberia a war? In fact, if that building is if that building is a peace, whatever peacemaking building, why is it in Lofa County? How far from Lofa to Guinea, and how far from Lofa to Sierra Leone? If that's supposed to be a security building, why is it situated in such a location and not in the heart of the capital city? Liberians. You Liberians, you people need to ask some tough questions. Okay. Forget about, oh, I love this person, or I know this. No, forget about the love that you have for people. This is about the future of your children. This is about your future. Okay. Now, out. This is the Unity Party and their people. They are so stuck in the past, to the point that everything that happened, CDC has to be mentioned. Now, they are putting blame on CDC for something that CDC had no knowledge about. They are showing example with CDC. But mind you, CDC is not in power. There's a reason why we change a government. When you change a government, it's for a specific reason. When a president promise and say, if I win an election, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that for the Liberian people. I'm gonna better your life. I'm gonna better the health system. I'm gonna better the education. I'm gonna better the unemployment, transparency, accountability, and everything is gonna be in the public grade. But then we have a president, a government in power now, a government that ran campaign on transparency and accountability. We have that government in power today. And the government is doing even worse than what they claim the CDC did. Is that not a shame to every one of you that voted for such a government? I'm not blaming you for voting for a government as that, but I'm saying, is that not a shame to all of you guys? Why aren't you people coming out and hold this president accountable and ask the tough questions about the project that is going on in Lofa County? Why is everybody being mute? Because the president said that the construction that is going on is for a security or a peacekeeping reason, right? Liberia is not at war. Even if Liberia was at war and that building was meant to be for peace settlement, it shouldn't. Look, it's situated in the wrong location. So anyway, that's not my problem because many of you already know that. But I want to put this up. All right, let me put this up. So the website you're looking at, this is a MRU. Okay, this is a MRU website. Okay, now if you go to MRU website, you'll see it has project, right? Now, if MRU is undertaking any project in any region, right, that project that MRU is taking is going to be here. Now, the project that you see our projects. So every project that you're seeing here today, right? Yeah, Nina, how are you? Every project that you're seeing here under the MRU, right? This is a project that the MRU have something to do with. The MRU, construction of MRU headquarters, right, is there. Ebola recovery, all these things, or staff capacity in Sierra Leone, and all of this, what the MRU is doing is on their website. Every project that the MRU is undertaking is on their website. But then, okay, but then I go down because I want to see if what the president said, or what Daniel Sanders said, or what the government has been telling the Liberian people. I want to know if the government is lying or the government is saying the truth. So here we are. Those are all the projects that MRU is undertaking. MRU, the Mano River Union. Those are all the projects that they are undertaking founding and taking full responsibility of. Now, the president said that the project in Lofa County is for MRU. That MRU is going to contribute to it. The funding is coming from MRU. So what happened? How? Why, if MRU was doing such a project in our country, why is it that there's no information, there's no update on the MRU website? Meanwhile, every project that the MRU is funding or is contributing to is on the website of the MRU, the Mana River Union. Okay, but when you go down even further more, okay, those are new news and update. There's no update, there's no news about a single project that is in Lofa County that the MRU is founding or contributing to. So Liberians, like I keep telling you people, you gotta be wise. Sometimes we have to leave the family, or I know this person, and get down to business and say something, because we're talking about the future of your kids. We're talking about, this is your future. Okay. This is a government that came to rescue you people. This is the government that came to make your life better from where it was. So if this government is taking on such a project and there's no information about this project, there's no information about the bidding, there's no information about procurement, there's no information about the funding, there's no information whatsoever. And then a president just came up out of nowhere and started stuttering and saying that the project in Lofa County, Foya, is being funded by MRU. Now, MRU is Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, and La Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, so those are the MRU nation. Now, there's no information on their website. Liberian, check the website. Check the website. There's no information about this, right? So what happened? At the end of the day, I was concerned. So I called. See, look, Liberians, this is very simple. Look, the number is right here. Okay, look at it. Look at their contact details. Okay, I make a call to MRU, right? I make a call to MRU because it's an open, this is not a secret website. This is an open place. So here it is. You get their number, you get the Liberian office, you get the Guinea office, you get the Cote d'Ivoire office, you get the email. So I send an email and I make a call, right? So I send an email to MRU, and I stated my concern about the project that is ongoing in Liberia, our country. And if this is not concerning to Liberians, for me, it is concerning to me. So what happened? I call, and I'm gonna get a call back later on, but it has to be on Monday now because their office. So on Monday I'm gonna receive a call. But what I did, instead of waiting for a call, I sent an email, right? I sent an email to MRU because we have to get to the bottom of this. Yeah. So I'm still waiting for my reply because I sent the email today. And I was very specific about my email, right? I was very specific about my email. So I wrote an email. I said, to who it may concern. My name is Prince Thompson, a concerned Liberian currently residing in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. I am writing to formally seek clarification from the Mana River Union regarding report of a project allegedly being undertaken or founded by your institution in Lofa District, Foya District, Lofa County, Republic of Liberia, right? My attention was drawn to this matter following a recent interview granted by the president of Liberia on the Liberian Broadcasting System, ELBC, in which reference was made to a project reportedly associated with the MRU. However, despite the public statement, there has been no clear or official communication from either the MRU or the government of Liberia outlining the nature, the scope, the founding structure, or the objective of this project. As a Liberian and as a professional working within a local government in the local council as a city planner, I am particularly concerned about the apparent lack of transparency surrounding this issue. Development projects, especially those linked to regional and international institutions, should be communicated openly to the public. They are intended to serve. Accountability and transparency are fundamental principles that underpin good governance and public trust. At present, many Liberians are seeking legitimate questions about this project, yet there is no straightforward answer have been given or provided. This absence of all clarification has understandably raised public concern and speculation. I therefore respectfully request that the MRU clarify the following: whether the MRU is currently undertaking, funding, or planning any project in Foya District, Lofa County, Liberia. If so, the nature, objective, and status of such a project, and the extent of coordination and communication with the government of Liberia and the affected local communities. It is my sincere hope that the MRU will address the matter promptly and transparently in the interest of public accountability and regional cooperation. Thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to your response. So that's my letter that I sent to MRU, right? And I just thought I should read the letter out loud because, I mean, we do everything in public, so it should be all right if we all, do things. Accountability and transparency is our concern. Now, why did I? The reason I sent the letter, because after the president interview, I was concerned. I said, why is it that there's no statement from the MRU? Why is it that Liberians are so much concerned and so much worried, and their government has let them down, but another body, international body such as the MRU, or regional body such as the MRU, has not like make any statement concerning what the president of the Republic of Liberia said. So I want to know. Okay, so I'm waiting for a reply. Okay, and if I get a reply from MRU, I'm gonna bring the reply on the platform and we're gonna read it all together. And if I don't get a call by Monday, I will be calling MRU. We need to find out details about what the president said. We need to know if MRU have any interest in the project that is being undertaken in Lofa County. Okay, we want to know how much is the project, how much Sierra Leone is contributing, how much Guinea is contributing, how much Africa is contributing, and how much Liberia is contributing. And for what purpose that building is being constructed in our country without any public concern or any public notice. So, guys, it is important, okay? We're not saying this because we hate the government. We're saying this as accountability and transparency. if a government comes to power on the matter of transparency and accountability, everything they do, there should be transparency in it. Okay. The president talking about bringing airline, but we still haven't received the 285 yellow machines. We're still waiting for it. Now the president said he's bringing airplane to our country. Those are good things. Liberians are going to benefit from it if it happens. Liberians are going to benefit from it. We appreciate those type of stuff. Those are what we want to hear. These are what we want to see. But when it comes to or transparency and accountability, I think that the government owed it to the Liberian people, because every cent that is being used is the taxpayer money. Those are money that has been taken away from the disabled community. Those are money that has been taken away from the less privileged youth. Those are money that has been taken away from building a facility of rehab for the drugs addict on the street. If they take this money and wastefully spend it for something that is not going to benefit our people, then we have to come in and ask the tough question: why is the government doing such what they're doing? So it's not because we hate the government that we ask this question. I ask this question for the betterment of Liberia and for the youth. Yes. Okay. So this is why we ask such a question. Mr. President, what is going on? Who is in charge of our country, Liberia? How can a MRU, a regional body, come into our country and erect such a building or such a project in our nation or in our country, and we don't have no information about who is erecting such a building? How did it get there? Why did it get there? How much is it being funded? We don't know none of that information. Okay. Now, and as a concerned Liberians, this is some of the questions that you people should be asking. You people should be asking yourself, if the president said he doesn't know the initiative of such a construction, then who negotiated the deal, or who went over to Africa, Sierra Leone, Guinea to negotiate the deal for that building to be erected in our country? Because MRU is the regional body for these 4 countries. And I'm pretty sure MRU is not so stupid or so naive to come and erect such a construction or project in our country without the approval of the Liberian government. That's impossible. Listen, whatever you tell me, I'm not going to believe it. There's no way somebody else is going to leave their country and come into our country and build or and start a project and we don't know about it. So when the government start giving stories and Liberians try to defend something that is undefendable, do you understand? Like something like, look, it's easier to defend the truth because the truth is the truth. Once you speak the truth, it hurts sometimes. But the hard truth is better than lies. I'd rather tell the truth than lie, right? So once you tell the truth, you have nothing to defend. Because you have spoken the truth, you have told the truth, and the truth shall defend itself. But once you tell the lies, especially as a government, once you tell the lies, then you have to put your political soldiers out there. Your political propagandists, they have to be there to defend our lies. And in doing that, there's going to be a lot of statement coming out. And all this statement is going to contradict itself. And then once the master speaks, he contradicts everything. So this is what happened. The appearance of the president It's just to expose the lies that the government has been telling the Liberian people. The appearance of the president on ELBC is to expose the wickedness of the government. So the president appearing on ELBC, it was a blessing to the Liberian people. But guess what? So many Liberian people still believe in what the government is saying instead of asking those questions. President, if you don't know about the project, the beginning of that project, why then now did you accept the project after it's almost near completion? Because that project is almost 80 to 85, percent completed. So if our president, okay, well, I don't I have a prime minister now. I live in Australia. But if the president of the Republic of Liberia deny and say he does not know about the beginning of such a project that is undertaken in Foya Lofa County, then we ask the question, Mr. President, if you knew nothing about the project, if you did not approve of the project, our heads gonna roll. Our heads gonna roll. Are people gonna be held accountable? Are people gonna get fired? Are people gonna get prosecuted? Mr. President, the Liberian people did not vote for Steve Steve Siko or whatever he's called, presidential minister of state. The Liberian people voted for President Joseph Yomo Boakai. 17,000 Liberians went ahead and they chose President Joseph Boakai. They made that decision and they voted for President Joseph Boakai. They did not vote for Madeda Cooper. They did not vote for Steven Stiko or whatever his name is. Samuel Stiko. I don't know. Sorry, my bad. I can't pronounce the name. I don't know. They did not vote for him. The Liberian people did not vote for Kula Fufana. The Liberian people did not vote for the Ministry of Information. The Liberian people believe in Joseph Boakai and they voted for Joseph Boakai because Joseph Boakai promised to be transparent with the Liberian people. So when we have a tough question as a Liberian, we have to ask. We have to ask Joseph Boakai, what is going on, Mr. President? How can somebody come in our country and start a project and you as the president, you have no knowledge about it? Why is it that people in your office are not coming up to tell the Liberian people the truth behind that project? Why is it head is not rolling? Why people are not being held accountable? Who is running our country? Who is in charge of our country, Mr. President? Those are questions that you Liberians should be asking. But you don't want to ask such a questions. But when we ask these questions, and you people call us enemy of the state, I'm not an enemy of the state. No. I'm doing this because I feel like the government can do better. I'm a sedition. But if this government succeed, I feel Liberia succeed. But if this government fail, then Liberian fail. Okay? So, and the only way that people is gonna stop calling us overseas, asking for $5, $2, $3, $10, is when our country improve. So we have a right. I have the moral right to ask to ask such a tough question. Is if I see something that is not going right. So the question now, Liberians, do you believe your president? Yeah, we are. We went through, we look at this. There we go. There's no information on such a project on the MRU. See that? It said home, about us, project, work with us, news and updates, and contact and then get in touch. So you can go on this website. Okay, Liberians. I think all meaningful Liberians should be going on this website and sending an email just to inquire about what is going on. Yeah, we are. Those are all MRU project that is being undertaken or that is being funded. Liberia is not there. I mean, or the project in Foya, Lofa County, is not on there. Yeah, we are. Those are all the projects that MRU is funding or is contributing to. But Liberia is not there. Liberia is the project in Foya is not to be found. So what is going on with our government? Liberians, do you believe what your president say? The answer is up to you. Do you believe what the president say? Do you believe Kula Fufana? Do you believe Daniel Sando? Do you believe Roland's Guineas? Liberians, this is question that you people should be asking. If you want to build your country, if you want to build your nation, then you have to take the step forward and ask questions. I'm not saying go about it in a negative manner. I'm telling you, go about it positively, but hold your government accountable. Because they owe it to the Liberian people. Every penny that is being used is the Liberian taxpayer money. So the Liberian taxpayer money deserve a better road. The Liberian taxpayer deserve a better education for their children. The Liberian taxpayer deserve a better health system or a better hospital. We need drugs in the hospital. That's why people are paying taxes. We need the unemployment rate to be reduced. That's why we are paying taxes in the country. So when we are asking questions, we are asking because if we are not having or there's no drugs in the hospital, Liberians are just celebrating price of bag of rice. Liberians are just celebrating price of gasoline, but their health doesn't matter to them. Now in JFK, if you don't pay, they can't treat you, they won't touch you. So even if you are dying, or your loved one, or your child, or somebody who is dear to your heart is dying, they ain't gonna touch that person until you have a deposit. So why are we paying taxes? Do we pay taxes for Patrick Honda, for Mo Ali, Sekou Dukle, for all these guys to live a better life instead of we? Do we pay taxes for the president's son to go to Vegas to have party on the yacht? Is that why we pay taxes? I thought we pay taxes so we can have a better health care. I thought we pay taxes so that our children can get a better education. I thought we pay taxes so we can have a better infrastructure. So the hard question still remains. And the hard question is up to you Liberians to ask these questions. Mr. President, are you in charge? Or who is in charge? If a project can be erected in your own county and you know nothing about it, then we have an issue. Then we have a problem. But my Liberian people, I'll leave this with you. Ask the tough question, and you might get the answer that you deserve. Sorry, guy. And you might get the answer that you deserve. If the government truly came to power to better your life, then they have some explanation to you. They need to explain themselves to the Liberian people about the project, about other things. My focus tonight was about the president interview, about the FOIA project, and that's all I wanted to talk about. So, Liberians, those of you that watch me, I want to say thank you very much. Please share the video or the show with other people, or share the live with other people. I want to say thank you all. If you haven't followed me, please follow me or follow the Liberians Impact page. Okay, follow the Liberians Impact page. There's a lot more on the Liberian Impact page, guys. We lost our platform. The Liberian Impact was hacked. We lost the page to the hackers, but now we recreated the page, so the page is brand new. We only have 160 people that is following us. So please follow us on the Liberian Impact page. Please. Let me put it also you guys can see the page I'm talking about. Please follow us on the Liberian Impact page, guys. Please. I'm asking all of you because all this job that I'm doing here, everything will be done on the Liberian Impact page once we get to the amount of followers that we want to get to, and then we will be able to do all this job on the Liberian Impact page. So, guys, this is the Liberian Impact page. As you can see, we have 160 followers. Please follow us on this page. Okay, Liberians, we are asking all of you, please follow us on this page. And let's try to grow this page. We have almost 50 some more thousand followers, but due to the hackers, we lose it all. So we're asking for everybody to please subscribe. I mean, please follow us on our page. Okay, please follow us on our page. Please, we're begging everyone. Okay, please follow us. Okay, so the page only been like couple of like 3 or 4 days. We have almost 61,000 views. Okay, the page is doing great so far, so good. But the more people follow, the better for us. Please, so the more people follow us, the better for us. So I'm begging all of you guys to please follow the Liberian Impact page. Okay, this is the Liberian Impact page right there. Please follow the Liberian Impact page, and trust me, you will not regret it. Okay, trust me, you will not regret this. Okay, so that's our page. Follow the Liberian Impact page. Thanks to all of you, those of you that watch me live. Thank you all. And those of you that's gonna see the video later on, I also want to say thanks to all of you guys. But please, Liberian, you have to wake up. Your life is not getting any better. Your life is not improving. From Ellen to Joshua, from Joshua to Joseph Boakai, it's just the same old promises that these people keep making to you people. And when it comes in, they loot the country, they better their life. Joseph Boakai and his gangs, they are no different. There's no exception. So, you have to talk now before it's too late. If you don't speak now, you might as well forever hold your peace because it will be too late. So, that's my message to you guys tonight. Please follow the Liberian Impact page, guys. We have 160 followers within 3 or 4 days. We want to get back to 50,000 because that's where we were until our page was hacked. So we want to get back to 50,000 because we do a lot of good stuff on this platform. So please follow our page, and God bless you all. Thanks for following me, or thanks for watching my video. And good night, good day, wherever you are.